Hey everyone, Noah here, and today we are going to talk Linework in TMC. We're going to cover what kind of files you need, how to import it into TMC, and finally how to overlay it in your acquisition views. So let's kick it off here, guys. We're going to need DXF files for Linework. Preferably, you should elevate your DXF lines to make sure they look decent in 3D views. My recommendation would be to have your line work elevated to about the water elevation or the real world elevation that you need the lines at. We will start by navigating to our charts tab, and we will expand these folders here till we find the drawing exchange format folder, your DXF drawings. And you can see we have one in here already. In our last video, we made a contour file from a grid model, and that is what this is. So if we want to add some more Linework files, we will right click on this folder and hit the add button. We will find our files in the file explorer, and we'll pull both of these in together. Now, if we check these here in Control Center, they will show up in our view area, and we can give them a preview inspection. We can go back to our project tab here and also check the grid model just to see it all together. All right, guys, what we'll do now is we'll uncheck this grid model. We'll leave these all checked here, and I'll show you why. Because there are two ways that you can overlay these files in Acquisition. The first way is by leaving them checked here, and they'll show up on our project layer. And the second way, which happens to be my preferred way, is to uncheck them here and add dedicated DXF chart layers in Acquisition. We will hit that play button here to launch Acquisition. And you'll see right away when this loads up, we have all of our files in there, and they are on the project layer. If we open up a view and layer control on either the plan view or 3D view, we can verify they are on the project layer by unchecking, and we can watch them disappear. Inside this project layer, there are some additional settings for the DXF layer here. If we look through this list, and here we can see the DXF chart layer. I'm not a fan of doing it this way. I feel like you're more limited in the settings that you can adjust in Acquisition. So my recommendation would be to close out of Acquisition, go back to Control Center, and uncheck these files here. Then hit the play button again to launch Acquisition, and you'll notice that they will disappear here in a second. There we go. So now how I like to do it is go to a view and layer control window and add a layer with a plus button for DXF chart layer. And then down below, you can select your DXF chart. And you can go ahead and duplicate this layer and then change this one to the next file, and so on with the last one. There we go. Now in here, if we want to adjust any colors or line thicknesses, we can use the all layers override, enable that, and now we have control of color and line width. So we'll make it pink here and give it a line width of 3, just to show what we can do. So we'll put that back to defaults. Please note that the all layers override does override all the lines in the DXF file. So if you want to have a multicolored DXF, those colors have to be configured in your CAD software. We can do the same here now. View and layer control in the 3D view and add our DXF chart layer here as well. And it is the same process for adding these lines. And because this one file looks kind of goofy here with all the elevations of the text and whatnot, we're going to leave that off in the 3D view, and we'll just use the contour file. And there you have it, guys. That is how you load up Linework and overlay it in your TMC acquisition displays. As always, TMC is a very powerful software tool, and there are a lot of ways to do the same thing. So let me know how you guys do it, what your thoughts are here, and what you want to see in future videos. Thanks for watching, and have fun.